I'm proposing the Federal Student Loan Limitation Act, also known as FLA. So 97% of student loans are taken from the Department of Treasury itself, and that is making up $1.6 trillion. That is more than some of our federal department's entire budgets. And about 10% of that a year is defaulted on, which is $160 billion that the federal government is just giving away and not getting back. And these federal loans have what allowed colleges to continuously mark up their tuition rates way past inflation. So it's just the tuition rates are going up, and limiting access to student loans to those only under the poverty line will kind of strong arm a lot of college institutions into lowering those tuition prices. That $1.6 trillion of student debt, that is a lot of money that is trying to be paid back that could very easily go back into the economy. And then the $160 billion that the government's not getting back is government we're not spending. This doesn't require any additional funding because we're not giving money away. Any questions?
Representative Watson?
How will you expect millions of students to pay for their college tuition now?
There are very much cheaper alternatives. There is community colleges. There are state colleges which are much cheaper. There will still be access to unsubsidized loans to those below the poverty line to kind of make up for that deficit. So there are affordable options, and not everyone is meant for college.
How
is this going to protect like middle class families? I feel like it's like deepening the difference between like upper class, middle class, and lower class families that have the ability to go to college.
Middle class families, a lot of middle class families take loans that they frankly don't need. A lot of students take loans that they frankly don't need. Especially for more expensive schools, because 90% of jobs don't care where you got your degree. So there are cheaper alternatives.
Yes, I agree. But I feel like that's still very much limiting. Like that's just like, hindering everyone other than like higher class, lower class families.
Yes.
Because they're having way more opportunities to go to any school.
And well, I believe that the colleges will lower their tuition to meet that loss in demand, because if these families aren't able to pay, then these colleges can't make money from that entire class, so they have to go down.
That's true, but I feel like there'd be like a full like years or like.
And that's the unfortunate part about this bill. It's a long-term plan, but I don't think I personally don't believe it'd be any more than 5 years.
Okay, but that's like limiting like an entire class or many classes of people that don't get the education that they probably could have gotten because they can't afford it.
Yes, but I think in the long run, more people will be able to afford it than are able to now, and there's still a lot of people now that cannot afford it.
Representative Johnson?
So this would help. Okay, so yeah, basically just clarifying, this would help reduce this would help also like reduce the debt of students who got abused with options, and also that would help potentially also that would like help like relieve like stress
Yes.
off of them.
Yes.
Would this also be a positive impact on the national debt, or is that kind of
National debt, somewhat, because that's a lot of money we're not giving. Okay.
that's the cool industry? Oh yeah.